Alright, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to take a look at what not to do with Dreamweaver. In my recent match playing, I was able to pull out every card I needed, including this one, which is the main point of the deck. That's how you start searching cards from outside of the game, meaning your sideboard. And I have all of my win conditions, well, not all of them, but I have copies of all of my win conditions in the sideboard, as well as cards that will decimate any opponent. What else can I tell you about this deck? The name Dreamweaver comes from the fact that I literally came up with this deck while dreaming last week sometime, 4 or 5 days ago. Time is irrelevant. Right here, you'll be able to see that I have all the pieces needed to at least extend the game for multiple turns. I will explain it a little bit more. You need a target for most instants, and that is one of the two reasons that I have Tezzeret. One, he creates a creature, and two, he does the draw. And when he creates a creature and there's nothing on the board, as you can see, I decimated his side of the field with Terrafy. But here, I cast the original spell against my own enchantment, which was pointless. Then I casted another instant against my creature, and then you can always cast Cleansing Nova and the other board wipe that I can't remember, Settle the Score, I believe it is. And each time, 1,000-Year Storm gives you an extra copy of your spell. Just like I cast the Nexus of Fate to extend my turn 3 times. So the point is to get the search spells to be able to take multiple cards at a time. And right here I'm taking the win conditions outside of the game or my sideboard. And I have some other cards in there that are great if they have something on the field that I need to deal with before I end the game, which normally I don't need to. But then I also have a couple instants in there that I can cast without needing a target, which will just increase the number of times that I'm able to copy spells. One thing that I've realized with this deck also is that every time you play a card, it doesn't exactly reset the amount of time you have. The game knows that you're stalling, even though I'm not actually trying to stall. I'm literally trying to get as many spells cast as possible so I can copy as many of them as possible. But the game thinks I'm stalling to try to make the other person quit, though I am trying to make them quit by never allowing them to play again. And as soon as I realize that they're never going to play again, they usually quit. Actually, I usually quit before I get this combo out. But the people that do stick around for the combo usually quit right about now. But honestly, I can't blame them, can you? I would have quit before this point in the match myself. I pulled the combo off once. I believe right here I'm going to actually reset my turn and then reset up the combo again. And when I do that, the point of what I was trying to do was to see how many turns I could get out of one hand and what all I could do with the deck, because I have the perfect situation here and a guy that's not quitting while I'm doing it. So I'm trying to hash out exactly what I can maximize out of my deck. And when I actually do this, in turn what I do is I break the game and I cause myself to lose. So you guys will see it. It's actually coming up here in a couple minutes. I'm pretty sure by now you're probably skipping past the dialogue and trying to figure out exactly what it is and where it is that I screw it up, which again is going to be the last 30 or so seconds of the the match. Honestly, feel free to skip ahead to 9 minutes and 23 seconds if you already understand the mechanics of this deck. But if not, the extra time watching might actually help you figure it out. Because for some of you, it is a complex deck. Because really, it is a complex deck. And right here, I'm just activating it again. I'm up to now copying the spell 3 times. This is one of the spells in my sideboard that allows you to cast it not only once, but cast it a second time from the graveyard. So it gives you the multiplier multiple times, and then this one is going to pull spells out of my graveyard, which again I do with instances allowing me to copy more times. And this is where I pull the search spells out, Guy's Blessing, kill spells because I'm going to be able to create another creature for myself, or Cleansing Nova, Settle the Wreckage. You know, spells that I can cast that are instances of sorceries that you don't need a target for. Those are the better ones to keep it going. So then you can search for more and then take more turns. And then once I have the amount of turns I need, I only need, 5 turns with this creature to actually kill him. So this is definitely overkill. But again, I went into this game and recording session specifically to find a match where I can maximize the number of turns to literally make it an infinite combo, because it's technically not an infinite combo unless you're able to continue to pull the cards back out of your graveyard, put them back into your deck, draw them again the next turn, and then repeat it all over again, even if it's not the next turn, with Nexus ability to ramp the duplication process to get that many extra turns. So you can keep it going forever, you just have to get the correct cards to keep it going. So the infinite loop takes skill to do, which is one of the reasons that I created this deck. Ability to ramp the duplication process to get that many extra turns. So you can keep it going forever, you just have to get the correct cards to keep it going. So the infinite loop takes skill to do, which is one of the reasons that I created this deck. And here we go. This is where I start to screw up. I pulled all of my sideboard out. Now I'm pulling out cards, entirely too many cards from my library. As you can see, the selection is getting pretty small, so I'm just pulling cards out at this point. I don't even care because I'm running out of instances to pull out. And the point of death is right here with Guy's Blessing, because when I target myself and I pull the cards out, automatically it chooses him and starts returning his cards back to his library instead of mine. It didn't give me the option to choose because somewhere in the coding of copying it that many times, it stopped giving me the ability to choose myself, because I'm supposed to be able to take 3 cards out of my graveyard, put it into my library, and then draw a card. So I would be plus 2 cards each time, so it would be impossible to mill myself out no matter how many times I use Guy's Blessing. But instead, it quit giving me the option, and I milled myself out, and that's how I lost. So that is something to not do. Watch using Guy's Blessing at the end of the match when you have multiple occurrences of duplicating the spell.